So my brothers and sisters, I just invite you to join me as we reflect a little bit on this gospel that we've just heard. And just one thought, and it's just simply about the dangers of having a house that has been swept and it's clean, it's in order, yet remains empty. There is nothing inside it. That's the image that the Lord uses in the gospel today. So a couple of years back, I lived with a brother priest, good Holy Cross priest, who for years had struggled with the alcohol addiction. We all, again, have one of those in our families anywhere. He was in and out of rehab, and when he realized that he no longer had control over the addiction, he joined Alcoholics Anonymous, the AA movement. Alcohol is one of those addictions, or any of the other addictions for that matter. It's a disease that does not recognize your title, your academic achievements, or your vocation in life, your economic status, or even your gender. Anyone can get it, and it can terribly affect one's career or your vocation in life, or even your spiritual life, or your relationships in the family, or even one's physical life. At the time I met this brother priest, he had been sober, or as they say in that world, dry, for so many years. And he attributed his sobriety to being active in the Alcoholics Anonymous movement. Every day he attended 1 or 2 AA meetings. He did his daily reflections, and he also sponsored and accompanied many other candidates on this road to recovery. An addiction is like a demonic possession. It can take over your life, and you no longer have any more control over your life. If by the grace of God you regain your freedom from the addiction or the demon that you have to find something different to fill the empty house or the empty heart that has been vacated by this demon that the Lord is talking about. The Lord is speaking to us today about this fragility or the danger of the house that is swept and that is clean, yet it's just empty. I've mentioned here in the past that nature does not allow a vacuum. It does not allow a void. Something is going to fill in the emptiness that you have. Soon enough, the void becomes unbearable or uncomfortable, and if one is not vigilant enough, the destructive values or attractions of the past come back. And this time even more ferocious than they were in the past. This is what the Lord means when he says that the expelled demon brings back 7 other spirits, more wicked than itself, who move in and dwell there, and the last condition of that man is worse than the first, the way how he used to be. The point that we have here is that it is not enough to expel a demon out of our lives. The point is that it has to be actively replaced with something that is positive, that it comes from the grace of God. My brother priest that I shared with you about filled his heart with a different passion when he was able to regain the control of his life. He became passionate about accompanying others on the road to recovery. He built a new spirituality about death and resurrection that can happen in people's lives. And he committed himself passionately to these pursuits down the road. So today we are being invited to examine our house or our hearts. And each one of us can ask ourselves, is there perhaps a demon that haunts me or something that has some kind of control over my life? It can be something that we have even brought in the sacrament of reconciliation for many years and are asking God to grant us freedom from. What unclean spirit or sin do we ask the Lord to cleanse us of or expel from our lives? And if the Lord grants us a clean house or a clean heart, What can we think of replacing in our hearts so that we can be able to have something that fills our hearts? Today, as we continue with our Mass, may we ask the Lord to fill any void that we have with His Word, with His love, with His presence, and may we actively commit ourselves to good works as part of our newfound freedom. Amen.
Amen.